Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Baddies DH1. We are in night 6, and we are down to our final 7 competitors. So, in case you missed it, last time on Baddies DH1, we tasked our students to compete in the Coco Academy debate. They were each giving their own category and topic to talk about and to debate amongst themselves. They faced off in a one-on-one against each other. Some people discussed climate change. Some people discussed artificial intelligence. Some people discussed marijuana. Ultimately, though, it was found that Mark, Constance, Rafi, and Cody's team were victorious because they won 3 out of 4 of the debates. So they were all safe. However, Anthony, Debbie, Ida, and Cheryl found themselves in detention once again, where I was left with the decision of who to expel from the academy. Tensions began to rise as it was revealed that Anthony and Ida's conflict from the first night had still not been resolved. They hadn't really talked with each other, they hadn't really made amends, so they both felt like the other one should probably go. But ultimately, it was decided that because Cheryl fumbled the ball in the debate, that she had to be the next person to be expelled from the Coco Academy. Now, tonight, the next lesson that I have given to our students is thou shall be great on a blind date. I don't know. Y'all, I tried. I wasn't supposed to be the host, y'all. So tonight's lesson is I have brought in someone that has no idea who any of these people are. So this is Blaine. He knows nothing about the DH1 history. He's never seen I Love Money before, so he's coming in with a completely blank slate. Blaine, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Blaine.
So tonight, what I've tasked our students to do is to show their best selves. I'm going to be judging them based on, how would they behave in a real life date. And really what this lesson should teach you guys is how to communicate with people, how to show all assets of your personality and show your best self. So no matter what the results are tonight, I'm really going to be looking at how you guys present yourself to Blaine, and if you really put your best foot forward. So if you aren't ultimately chosen, that doesn't mean that you're, going to be kicked out. So prior to the live, we were all the students were tasked with creating a dating bio. So this is what you would see on Tinder if you were just swiping right, swiping left. I sent all of those bios over to Blaine prior to the episode and asked him to tell me which person he thinks, based on those bios, he would actually swipe right on. It's swipe right, right? Not swipe left?
Yeah, swipe right.
Swipe right. Okay, sorry, it's been a while. So I'm gonna give Blaine the floor to reveal who he picked. So just say who you picked and why you picked their dating bio.
So I actually picked Constance's profile because it was very well detailed. It really gave a good insight into who he is, and it seemed like someone I would go out and have a good time with. So
Thank you.
no problem.
Well, Constance, how does it feel to, get picked? It seems like you're already off to a great start.
So far, so good. I'm not going to be fully confident, as far as immediately ensure that I'm going to win anything in particular. But, I feel grateful because, who I am outside of this compared to, in my real life is the same person you're going to get. I'm very positive, optimistic. I love people, and the genuity within me will be seen by people that know of me or don't know me. And that's just what I want to show people. So, yeah.
Awesome. So Constance, as a reward for being picked, you will not have to participate in the first group date. Everyone else will have to. So as for the rest of you, you are about to be split up into 2 groups of 3. In these groups, you're going to be asked questions by Blaine. It's going to be a little group date for him to get to know you guys a little better. At the end of that date, he's going to pick his one favorite person from the group to advance to the next date. So your goal is to outcharm the rest of your competitors. Now, You can do it however you want to. Don't feel pressured to stay within the lines of the question. If you want to talk over each other, that's completely up to you. I have no idea what his preferences are or anything like that. So it's really going to be up to you guys. So I'm going to randomly split you guys up into these two groups of 3. So I'm going to quickly bring up random.org. Give me a second.
Anthony, you're a puppet tonight. Cody, you look like money.
I'm a puppet, so you can do whatever you like with me.
All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, so group 1 will be Rafi, Anthony, and Ida. Group 2 will be Debbie, Cody, and Mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Debbie, Cody, and Mark over to the breakout room where you will wait. And as soon as the first group date is over, you guys will be able to come back and do your dates. So you guys will not know what the results are until after the fact. Okay, Constance, you will also be going to the breakout room. So I'm going to open the breakout room right now, and I'm going to send you guys over there. Someone from production, just go over there and make sure that you see what's going on.
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
How many people are going home tonight?
You'll find out.
Nah.
Try
and
it.
you said you want me to go to the breakout room too, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you there.
Okay.
Thank you, Dylan. I love it. I wanted the reaction.
It's not my first rodeo.
I wanted to say to everybody, good luck tonight and have a lot of fun, like for real.
Okay, Rafi. Yes, Rafi.
I know,
yes.
Rafi, I like the jacket. It's a little hot.
Yes.
All right, so I opened up the room. Kyra, Keisha, Crystal, you don't all have to go, but if you guys want to go, it's up to you. Okay, Keisha went. All right, so Ida, are you able to come on cam? Or I think she's working, isn't she? I don't know. Wait, Ida, can you hear us? Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, so Blaine, I'm gonna text you over the questions.
I got it from here. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna send them on the Zoom chat.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Good luck.
Sounds good. All right.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hi,
Nice to meet you
Blaine.
guys.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you
meet you as
too.
well. Nice to meet you as well.
Absolutely. So I guess the first question is, I want to learn a little more about you guys. So people are jealous of blank. What do you think is? Actually, yeah. So what are people jealous of you?
I guess I'll go first. I think people are jealous of how confident I can be at times. Sometimes I feel like my confidence can be perceived as arrogance, which makes people like resent me a little. But I just take it in. I just feel like
I think people are jealous of my, let me see, like my strength, my determination, and stuff like that, because I've been through a lot, and I really don't I'm a strong person when it comes to a lot of like a lot of things that go on in my life, and so I'm always like, determined to do better and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
yeah, I know.
I would say my personality because I'm very outgoing and fun, and a lot of people hate that shit. I don't know why.
Let's see. All right. So the second question, I guess we'll go in the same rotation. What do you think is the worst quality of the other bachelors?
Let me think on that for 1 second. All right. I think the worst qualities, and I actually think that Anthony and Ida are wonderful people. They've done nothing wrong to me ever in my life. But this is just more from my perception of knowing them for a week. I feel like Anthony, he can be quiet at times and then go all the way up to 100 at other times. And so there's no real in between. But that just leaves me wanting to get to know Anthony more because I feel like there must be something in the middle, and I would love to know who that is. And for Ida, I feel like sometimes she may get into her feelings a little bit, and like that's it. But I don't really see that. Like that's her worst quality. But for me, in my personal opinion, it's not really a fault because I think people should be allowed to feel their feelings. You know.
Okay. Anthony?
All right.
Oh, boy.
First of all, thank you, Rafi, for that. That sounded so good. But okay, so with Ralphie, I feel like it might be the same with us. He's really quiet as well. Um, and that's something that, you would want him to open up a little bit more. And Ida, I feel like she might play around a little bit too much. And so that's what I would say about her as well.
Okay. Ida, what do you have to say about your fellow
I
contestants?
think Anthony's worst quality is not telling the truth. He's not honest and he lies a lot. Even
Ooh.
when the proof is in the pudding. Rafi, I don't know. Maybe being too hyper. I'll say hyper.
Yeah, Ralphie could be a little bit too hyper, just like right now.
Okay. So the next question is when people meet, what is the first thing they notice?
I think the first thing people notice about me is my smile. I've been told a lot of times in my life that I have a nice smile, quotation marks, and people are just drawn to it. But Blaine, do you like flowers? Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt the questions. Do you like flowers?
I'm not very knowledgeable about flowers, but do I like them? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I brought you a gift for this date.
Oh, they're
So
so pretty.
yes, I picked
Thank
them.
you.
So I will be sure.
Sorry.
I will be sure to mail them to you whenever we get there.
I'm fucking weak.
The bribery.
I just feel like you should give gifts on dates, you know?
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I feel like it's my personality that people see first. Because I will crack a joke in a minute when I first meet people and stuff like that. So I think that's one thing as well. Now, Blaine, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You like Care Bears?
Yeah, I do.
Well, here you go. I got your
Cute
bedtime bear.
little Care Bear
Oh,
stare.
you already know. And they'll give you good nights and stuff like that if everything goes right tonight, you know?
Aw. All right. And Ida.
Hold on, y'all, 1 second.
Absolutely.
Is it my go?
Yes, Ida.
I would say the fat FAT, you know. And some people don't like it, some do, but you know what I mean? It's whatever.
Okay. Well, perfect. All right, so I guess that was the first round.
Are you satisfied, Blaine?
I am.
All right. So tell me, who from this group would you like to move forward to dessert for the next round?
I need a moment to decide, actually.
Take your time.
It was a bit of a tough decision. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna go with Rafi.
All right. Congrats, Rafi. You have been selected to go on a second date with Blaine.
First time I've ever gone to the second date.
Oh, congratulations. Ooh.
Anthony, Ida, how are you guys feeling not getting picked?
Well,
I feel
you
like
know,
this isn't a fair challenge. I don't think this is a fair challenge. Depending on the person that's judging, I don't think it's fair.
I feel good about this challenge. I think I should have did a little bit more, but yeah, that's how I do on dates. So, but you know, it's all good.
All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna send you to the breakout room. Rafi, you can head over as well, and I will alert the others to make their way back.
Hello, Dylan.
Hi, Jimmy.
I didn't know how your screen looked if you knew I had popped in. So am I very late? I literally just got home from work. I still got on my car wash clothes.
Oh no, you're fine. You didn't miss too much. That was just like the first round of dating.
Okay.
Send Mark, Cody, Debbie.
You can just like put it.
Wait, Ida, do you see the button to go to the room? Okay, there she goes. All right, guys. So I sent Blaine the questions he's gonna ask you guys, and then he's gonna have to make his decision on who moves forward. So good luck.
Are these individual questions or just to the group?
I mean, they'll be answered individually, but it goes to the whole group.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you guys can pick whichever order you guys want to go in.
Hey, Debbie can go first.
Okay. Hi, Blaine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet everyone.
Nice to meet you,
Let's see. So the first question is: people are jealous of what quality of yours?
Ooh.
Well, actually, it doesn't just have to be a quality. Jealous of anything. What
Yeah.
are they?
Okay. So I'm a modest person, but I'm only going to say this because I feel like I'm confident in who I am and what I do. But I don't think people are really necessarily jealous of like specific things because I feel like I'm like a very inclusive and friendly person. But I would say my success and my confidence. I'm a successful businesswoman as well. And I feel like people could be jealous of my success and my confidence in my professional work. And I do work hard, play hard. And so, yeah, I would say of my success.
Okay. I can respect that. Who'll be going next?
You want me to go next?
Yeah.
All right. Recently, I would probably say my physique. Recently, I started going to the gym probably about 2 years ago and worked my way up to about 3 to 4 times a week, and pretty proud, but still a long ways to go. But I'd probably say, yeah, my physique at the moment.
Okay.
What about?
For me, I have no understanding why anyone would be jealous of me. Like, I don't think that I have any quality that someone should be jealous of because everyone has the ability to earn what I've gotten. And I don't have a lot actually at this point. If they look at me, maybe they would be like, I'm so charismatic and outspoken, and maybe someone like would follow me. So maybe they're jealous that they're not that type of person. But other than that, no, I don't know why anyone would be jealous of me.
Okay, very nice. All right. So the next question is, what do you think is the worst quality of the other two bachelors?
Oh, God,
Yeah,
really?
I'm starting a war. I'm starting a war. I'm sorry.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
start
should. You
with
don't
W.
let Mark go first. Let Mark go first.
Okay, Mark, yeah, you go first.
You go last. You go last.
Yeah.
What? Okay, let me think about Debbie. Worst quality about Debbie? I feel like Debbie's an over-informer sometimes, but I good and a bad quality because I feel like I have the same quality, but I tend to talk a lot, and I feel like sometimes you tend to just give a lot of information, but that's not a bad thing. You're over informative, which is fine,
Yeah.
but it can sometimes for time purposes, we can go.
Okay.
About Cody, he's just mean. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cody. Cody can be a little mean girl sometimes. Just sometimes. I've seen her come out. I'd probably say that. You got everything else in the bag. Sometimes you could be a little. That's all I'm gonna say. But I love you guys. You guys have been great to me.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right, so I guess it's my turn now.
Be nice.
I will. Yeah. So we'll go with all right. Let's go, Debbie. I love you to death. Jersey.
I am a Jersey girl. He's right. So
Jersey. I think like Jersey Shore, right? Like you got like diarrhea mouth sometimes. And like that means that like you just don't know when to cut it off. And like I think we've had this conversation. It's just like, yo, don't.
Yeah.
But your mama bear, and you're like, I'm gonna protect everyone. And so for me, I'm like, that's not good. Right. And then Mark, just like you feel like people are jealous of your girl.
Oh.
a little conceited.
Sorry.
Not the look.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Just like you feel like people are jealous of your body, I would be like, I feel like you use your body too much. It's cute and all, but girl, give me something different.
Okay, well,
you shamed him into a jacket.
Well, I have to say, regarding Mark, he did say people are jealous of my physique, but Mark knows he's hot. We've all fed his ego, including myself. Okay. And I've told him how hot he is. So he knows. So when you feed someone's ego, they're going to be like, I'm hot. So, maybe Mark, I love you, maybe a little conceited, but you're hot. So it's okay. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mark has a great personality and substance, but like you see the outside, the model, like, you want to see the brains behind him, maybe. So kind of putting a little different spin on it. Cody, I would say, yeah, Cody and I have like grown to love each other. We have history. Mark and I just met this season, but Cody and I have known each other since last season. So I would say like, I've seen Cody, like we've grown together. I yeah. But I would say for Cody, maybe, yeah, a little different than what he said about me, but like maybe sometimes he rambles a little. I feel like some of us overtalk, like I'm a talker, I overtalk, but maybe like Cody rambles a little. And maybe just like take more of a back seat, which he's doing. But yeah. Just maybe thinking like, just not real, maybe realizing like not to think, people know what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I really love them both. So it's hard to say something negative.
Debbie. This is where it's like the diarrhea in the mouth. Like you
Yeah.
just gotta stop it.
Okay, that's it.
Well, honestly, I think that was really wholesome. You guys did a pretty good job of that without really tearing into each other. Which brings me to the final question. When people meet you, what is the first thing they notice about you?
Cody, you can go first this time.
It is my turn to go first. My smile. It's the smile and the dimples. That's what they always say. So.
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'll go. First thing they know about me. Well, you can't really tell because I'm on screen, but I'm really petite. I'm 5 feet with heels on. So people are like, oh, wow, you're really tiny. I've also been told I have nice eyes because I have greenish hazel eyes, but I would say like they're like kind of like shocked by how small I am in person.
Mhm.
And I've been told I have nice eyes.
She's really small.
I mean, you guys haven't met me in person, but I'm 5 feet with heels on. I'm like 95 pounds. So I'm a petite woman. I could sometimes wear kids' teenage sizes. So yeah.
What was it, people? My first thing. Probably my laugh. Honestly, I laugh so loud. Sometimes it's a little embarrassing, but stuff just be funny. But yeah, you're gonna hear me laugh.
I like that.
You want to know what we like to do on the weekends?
Ask you questions too.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to judge based on this though, because I was only told to do those 3 questions. But no, I'm curious.
You could judge more.
I don't know. I'm thinking because like maybe like to make us like more unique and like I don't know.
I'll give you guys like a minute left, and
Okay.
then I gotta have Blaine make his decision.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Well, Blade, don't look at his muscles.
So do you want us to say really quick like what we like to like what our hobbies are? Kind of what? Okay.
Yeah. What's the
question.
typical weekend?
Okay. So I'm a mom, as Cody mentioned. I have 2 boys, so I'm always hanging out with my kids. I still like to party and feel like I'm young and go out with friends, go shopping, go to the beach, go to the pool. I like to travel, go on vacation. I'm a big yogi, so I'm into yoga and going to the gym. I'm into staying healthy. So I love reality TV shows like Survivor and Big Brother. So that's a little about me.
Okay.
I'm interested in what your weekend looks like.
My weekend, honestly, I go on random spontaneous adventures and either go clubbing or I go to amusement parks or I meet new people, or every Sunday I go to this Japanese place to have some sake and some good food.
Yes.
I love sake.
Are you a fan of Japanese food?
I love Japanese food.
I love Japanese food. Like my daughter at 10, she eats sushi. And like whenever I'm like, what do you want to eat? She's like, sushi. I'm like, hold on, homegirl. She's 10 years old. Why are you ordering some California, some volcano rolls, like some sashimi? Like it's like that is where we are. She knows how to use chopsticks. Like I feel very bad for anyone who has to date her in the future because they have to have some money in a sense because I've spoiled her and it's what it is and she deserves it.
Really
I feel like the kids deserve it.
So Blaine, I do need you to make your decision. So which one of these bachelor/bachelorettes do you want to take onto the next date?
This is very difficult because all three of the candidates here are amazing, honestly. You all have great sparkling personalities and are all really sweet. I actually need a moment to decide because I don't know.
My profile is real, and hopefully you read it, and that's kind of what I want. So
Yeah, mine's real too.
I think I'm gonna take Debbie to the next round.
Thank you.
oh,
Alright.
congratulations, Debbie.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
Debbie.
Blaine.
You've been selected, unfortunately, Cody and Mark. No rose for you guys tonight. So,
Like The Bachelor.
so you guys can head to the breakout room. And Debbie, you can stay right here and get ready for your next date. I'm gonna bring back Constance.
Good luck, Debbie.
Rafi.
Bye, guys.
Constance, I knew it.
Thank you
Rafi,
for everything.
Abby. All right. Good luck, Debbie.
thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Rafi with the hot shirt.
Mark, does it give you
Oh,
an
you got
option to go
change?
back at the bottom of the screen? Oh, it doesn't?
I figured a second date calls for an outfit change.
I wish I had time for that.
It doesn't
Yeah,
let
so
me
so
send.
do I. I really didn't expect this tonight. I'm like, oh.
It doesn't let me. It
Getting
doesn't
high
let
in
me.
here, Blaine.
If you check the bottom of the screen, does it say breakout room or anything?
Hey, Dylan,
Yeah.
really quickly, because I was at work.
Mhm.
Can you give me a quick rundown? I understand that, like, obviously we're kind of doing like a dating game type of thing. Can you just give me a quick rundown of what we're doing real quick, just so I know what I'm looking for in this next round?
So Blaine is a bachelor that has never seen any of Isle of Money before. He's never seen any of this. And he's basically just giving them questions and we're just observing how they would perform like on a real date. So we're just judging them based on that. So Debbie and Rafi and Constance all got like picked by him to move forward to this round. So now this is their next round of dating.
So then ideally he's a judge too then.
He's their judge, yes.
Okay. Just stated the update. I'm sorry I was late, you guys. I switched shifts with somebody. I was supposed to be here on time, but I ended up closing today. So sorry guys. I apologize for everybody. I'm a little late to the party.
It's
You're
okay.
fine, sweetie.
All right, so for this next round, I'm gonna let Blaine kind of take over. So this round is a little more loosey-goosey. So if you guys have questions for him, Blaine, if you have questions for them, just do whatever, and I'll try to keep it around like 3 to 5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
I guess I'll start with the first question. So, Debbie mentioned this in the last round, so I already know her answer. But Constance and Rafi, what do your weekends typically look like?
So my weekend is typically set back as far as Fridays and Saturdays. I'm off work because I work for Amazon. So when I'm not doing a lot of heavy lifting, I definitely love to go out and have a drink. Double Captain Morgan is my fave. And I love to definitely go out and go to the clubs and go out and dance. Love some good music, good conversation. I socialize with a lot of people. And I think that most of my weekend is spent going out and about and enjoying the time that I feel like that I deserved after working a long day. And I think that everybody else deserves the same thing. So when I'm not doing that, I'm actually at home and also writing and doing poetry. So and that's actually a pretty great thing to do as well.
That's wonderful.
And for me, I prefer a more quieter weekend, alone with like a book or playing video games. The weekends are me time to sort of unwind from the work week. Blaine, do you like wine?
I do.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect. Because I love
Oh,
weekends to just open a bottle of red.
Ooh, romantic. I was just gonna ask you, Blaine, too, what's your favorite drink? Because I know Constance mentioned his. Rafi likes wine.
So I don't have a favorite. I have a few different favorites. I like whiskey, scotch, sake, and red wine.
Oh, you
So-
mentioned sake on our date. I love sake too.
did.
And I
Oh
love
my God.
margaritas.
and you
Oh my
know,
God, I brought a second glass. How?
Yeah,
Mark,
I love
yeah.
margaritas with
Blaine,
salt on
let
the
me
rim.
pour you a cup. Blaine, let me pour you a glass.
That's sweet.
You know, and since you come across very bold and mysterious, I figured I would just give you this necklace that I got you. It's embroidered with emerald colors and it also is blue. So let me just give this to you real quick.
You guys are
That's
gifts for him.
adorable.
Well, Blaine, you can share my Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee with me because I just got off the plate earlier.
But she
I
has to
also
have
need my
some for her
caffeine.
work day, so here's this for you.
All
Okay.
right, sounds good.
And I love a dirty martini, but not so dirty. Nice dirty martini and a Bloody Mary and a spicy, but not so spicy margarita because I like it spicy.
Well, let me get down to a really good question. What's your type of good date, Blaine?
What's my typical what?
What's your type of date that you like?
Well, typical date. I actually need to put a lot of thought into that. I've been on a lot of different dates, and I would say that my favorite, I mean, I guess I'd prefer for like getting to know someone. Like, I mean, if I'm with someone for a while, like it'd be cool to go out to the clubs and dance and whatever. But if I'm getting to know people like I am here, like I'd prefer to sit down, have some dinner, have some drinks, and get to know each other.
I agree with that
I
completely.
agree with that completely.
Yeah. Do you like cold sake or hot sake or unfiltered or all of the above?
Cold. I tried hot sake twice. Once with my ex, and that was actually really good. And then once very recently at that restaurant I was saying that I go to every Sunday, they gave it to me as a sample, and it almost made me throw up. But
That's not good.
That's not good.
I definitely prefer cold sake.
Well, if you ever threw up, Blaine, I'd be there to take care of you. People
Well,
say,
it sounds like that
lot
you're
of
definitely an
experience.
adventurous person.
My friends get drunk all the time, and I have a lot of experience taking care of people that get sick from alcohol.
See, I don't have an issue with alcohol.
Just the hot sake?
No, just the hot sake. It tasted terrible. It tasted absolutely terrible. For
Well,
me,
luckily you're looking for somebody that's very adaptable to all types of things that are going to be within. So definitely, if you have somebody that's going to be there for you as far as hanging out and doing the clubs or hanging out and doing, you know, an intimate dinner, you need somebody that's going to be there for you in both types of magnitudes.
okay.
So what type of music do you like at the clubs?
So at the clubs,
What type of music?
probably more pop EDM, but like in general, I like alternative rock.
Alternative rock.
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Yeah, what's your favorite band?
Recently I've been listening to a lot of The Rare Occasions. In the past, my favorite was Cage the Elephant. All right, now I'm kind of deciding which group I like more. Those are like my two favorites. Of course, I love Green Day.
I love that as well. And a lot of alternative rock bands when I was younger. I love Zebrahead and I love Yellow Card and I like a lot of like, you know, very like also more upcoming bands like Breaking Benjamin, Stay Us In, lots of really good stuff.
Actually, Blaine, when I was younger, I listened to a lot of Cage the Elephant because they were like the intro song to one of my favorite video games. So I got
Borderlands?
Yes, I'm obsessed.
Ain't no rest for the oh wait, no, that's not no.
Borderlands 2. It was one
Ain't
of
no rest for the wicked?
Ain't no rest for the wicked, yeah.
What kind of video games do you like?
So I used to play a lot of different games. I used to play a lot of first-person shooters. I used to play a lot of indie games, stuff like that. Over time, now I only really play one or two. Actually, I play 3 games, but mainly one. Nowadays I mostly play Sea of Thieves on Xbox. I also play Warframe on occasion, and me and my friends have recently been talking about starting a new Minecraft world because of the new update. But let's see. So my genre of video games now is MMORPGs.
Yes, I love MMOs. You like Final Fantasy?
I've always wanted to try it.
You would love Final
Just
Fantasy.
giving you guys about a 1-minute warning.
And do you have a YouTube channel? And do you like any influencers that you follow?
I don't have a YouTube channel. I did when I was younger. I used to do reviews on Lego and Mega Block sets.
Oh, that's cool.
I actually just went to Legoland this weekend, so
cool.
I'm still very passionate about it.
In New York or Pennsylvania?
New York.
Are you? Oh, you're in the New York area? No, I'm a Jersey girl. I like the Jersey Shore. So.
I'm a Jersey boy.
I'm in
Speaking of
my own
New
little
York, I have an accent, so you know.
I'm in I'm in my own little tri-state area. I live right on the border of New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool. I'm
So
New Jersey.
That's
So
amazing.
do you like the
Alright.
shore in this? Do you like to go to the Jersey Shore in the summers? Like, what?
I do.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
like the beach?
I was born in New York, so
Together. We should go to the beach together, lay back, crack open a few cold ones, What do you
would
like
you
about
describe yourself? Would you describe yourself as a city kid?
Would I describe myself as a what?
City
A
kid.
city kid, like city, or would you? Or are you
City.
more like relaxed in that regard?
So I've moved a lot throughout my entire life. I've lived in every type of environment you can imagine, the suburbs, the cities, and the woods. And I would say I'm definitely more of a city kid.
I like
Same
Um,
city.
here.
I currently live in the woods and I hate it, but I'm actually moving in a month, so
Where are you moving to?
I'm moving to Rochester, New York.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you still have good
Oh,
sushi places near you because you got the sake, and I like your little skeleton in the background, the skull.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna say, by the way, do you like karaoke by any chance? Because even if
I
you might not know how to sing,
I
I can
do.
serenade you, yeah.
I do a mean shoot, good shoot to karaoke, salt and pepper.
I can't sing, but I will write you a lovely poem. I did graduate with an English degree, so I know my
Aw.
way around words. Know my way
Well, the
around.
good news is I did not graduate with a degree, but I did pass 2 creative writing classes in high school, so I could probably do something like that.
All right,
You
y'all.
know.
We're gonna have to take this date to an end. So Blaine, decision's a little less hard this time because you only have to eliminate one person. So who are the 2 people that you'd like to take back for a one-on-one?
This is difficult because I've enjoyed everyone's company. Hmm. I would have to say I'm sorry, Rafi. I'm gonna go with Debbie and Constance.
All
Thanks.
right,
Sorry, Rafi.
He's
Rafi.
drinking his wine by himself. Sorry,
I'm
Raf.
sorry,
Unfortunately,
Rafi.
there is no rose for you. Debbie and Constance, you guys are moving forward to the final round of the dating. So Blaine, I'm gonna let you choose. Who do you want to talk to first, and who do you want to talk to second?
I'll talk to Debbie first.
All right, so Constance and Rafi, you guys can both head back to the waiting room or the breakout room. And Debbie, I'm gonna give you some time to talk to Blaine.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, thank you for picking me. It's great to talk to you again, Blaine.
No problem.
So, yeah, no, I love the Jersey Shore. Not to get like too personal, but yeah, I live in central New Jersey, so we're about an hour from the shore. Go there a lot. I just was there. I was just at Long Branch at a nice steakhouse for my birthday last weekend. So love the shore. Love Long Branch and Asbury Park. Yeah, what areas do you like on the shore?
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah,
I haven't been down to the shore too much. Like I've been down to well, I've been down to Atlantic City a
Oh, yeah.
handful of times.
Mhm.
And I gotta look at a map really quick to tell you which
So-
area I've
So-
been to.
Yeah. Also, while you're looking, Atlantic City, I'm actually going there in a few weekends with a few of my girlfriends on a girls' trip. This summer, we started the tradition last summer. So where do you stay in Atlantic City? I like Borgata.
The last time I most of the times I went were when I was younger, but on
Okay.
my 20th birthday, I was staying at I have the card somewhere actually.
Oh, it's okay. We don't have to.
Ocean
Oh, the
Resort Casino.
Ocean Resort, which, yeah, it used to be the Revel. Okay, cool. Do you like that? There's good sushi places in Atlantic City. And if you like to party, there's the Tropicana pool party. A lot of those good outdoor bars. Do you like to gamble?
I do. I personally play blackjack.
Blackjack.
Roulette.
I like
Blackjack
blackjack
and
and roulette. Yeah. I'm not good at poker, and I don't have a good poker face, as you can probably see with my facial expressions. Because I like to
Always wanted
smile
to
a
learn.
lot. What?
Always wanted to learn that and craps.
Yeah, craps. I'm so short that I can't reach to throw at the table, like so I can't play craps. Yeah, I like blackjack. but I always like get nervous when it's like the 13 or the 14 if I should hit or not.
Yep.
So that's a little harder. So yeah, so when you say you like amusement parks, which do you like Great Adventure? Like what amusement parks do you like?
I do. I like Great Adventure. I've been there a few times. My uncle actually used to own a Subway right by there.
Oh, cool.
Like I said, I went to Legoland this weekend.
Oh, right.
It was a
Yeah.
good time. Where else? I've been to Dorney. I haven't been to Hershey. I want to at some point.
We went to
Uh,
Hershey Park, yeah, over Memorial Day weekend. It's cute. It's really good for little kids. Dorney Park's great. We have season passes to Great Adventure, so I'm not big into the rides, but my kids are, so I kind of want to vomit. So you'd be holding my hair back, but I'm not. If I get forced on the roller coasters, I can, but I'm scared of like those free for alls and stuff. Do you like the big roller coasters? Are you
I
fearless?
do. When I was younger, I was terrified of roller coasters. And I was actually tricked into, when I was 16, I was tricked into going an indoor roller coaster. I didn't know
Oh,
what it was until I was at the front of the line. And I was like, well, shit. And I ended up enjoying it. And ever since, I actually really do enjoy roller coasters.
mhm.
Although I'll be honest, King Ka kind of
Ooh.
intimidates me.
Okay, I am scared shitless of King Ka. My 10-year-old son goes on it and he loves it. I'm so scared. And I'm scared because like this was a long time ago, but obviously I have long hair, so like they don't have the
Yes.
free falls anymore, but I was scared when someone's hair got caught on the free fall and their scalp and fell off and they died. And I'm like, oh, and I hate when the air goes down my private area and I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't, and the whole hair thing scares me. But yeah, Legoland sounds cool. My son, my 4-year-old loves to build Legos. I actually have a friend that like built a Lego set. I'm sure that's fun. Probably a lot to do there, right? For like adults as well.
So it's more so like if you have an appreciation for
Yeah.
Lego, like the park is mainly geared towards children. The
Okay.
rides aren't thrilling, really. I mean, they were fun, but they're not too thrilling. But they have miniatures of every major city and when I say
Oh, cool.
miniatures, these things are taller than you, but well, taller than me and anyone else. But they have miniatures of the cities from all around the U.S. They have giant
Cool.
Lego animals throughout the
Mm.
park, all these statues and everything. It's amazing. It's actually wonderful. But in terms of
Yeah.
like building stuff, they have they have this thing where you buy a Lego minifigure and then there's places throughout the park where you can trade that minifigure for other
Oh,
minifigures.
cool. Kind
Um
of like Disney World and the Lego store in Florida in Orlando. Yeah.
so around the park there's all these trading stations.
Cool.
They have in this one section of the park you can build like part of a castle, like they call it like a builders guild, like it's a bunch of people, it's kind of a free-for-all table.
That's
There's a bunch of
awesome.
people there all
Yeah.
building their own stuff. They have at one of the places you're able to like actually customize and make your own minifigures. Actually
That's
this
like the
is
store in Orlando. That's the store in Orlando. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. You made a keychain.
so they allowed you to engrave
Oh, cool.
stuff on either a character or a brick. I went with a gold brick. And
That's
they have
awesome.
stuff like this around the park. They have like these big mini figures
Yeah.
that are flashlights.
That's awesome. So that's like the Lego store kind of in Orlando near Disney World. Like you can build your own. I mean, it sounds like Legoland's much more than that.
Sorry to cut you guys off, but just wrap up your final discussion,
Okay.
and then I'm going to
Well,
bring Constance in.
Okay. Well, my last thing, I usually don't drink coffee at night, but I just came back from a flight for a work trip. So are you a okay, first of all, do you like coffee?
I don't, but I worked in Dunkin' for 4 years. I'm told I make a great coffee, but I don't
Ooh, I'd love
like
to.
it.
I'd
I
love
like the
to try.
smell. I like the
Yeah,
smell.
I'd
but
love
I-
to try your coffees then. I like Dunkin' and Starbucks, but yeah. So okay, we only have a minute left. So I asked you a lot of questions. Do you have any more questions for me?
Do a really basic one. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is lavender.
That's pretty detailed. Mine is yellow.
Yellow.
'Cause
I like
bla-
yellow too.
Because black is a shade, so black doesn't count.
Yeah, no, I like lavender, purple, and pink, but lavender is my favorite. Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like the girly colors. I have 2 boys and I never got to, they're boys, they're they're boys. So I never got to dress them up. So I like the girly colors myself. I still like to feel young at heart, you know?
All right, guys,
so-
I'm gonna
okay.
wrap it up. Debbie, you can head to the breakout room. And
Well,
I'm gonna-
Blaine, it was so nice meeting you. I'd love to chat with you more. You seem like East Coaster, someone I'd get along with well, Jersey, New York, you know. Okay, good luck. Bye.
Thank-
Nice meeting you, Blaine.
Nice meeting you, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you, you too. So do I leave this room or you're gonna put me back in?
It doesn't let me send you back. So if you go to the bottom of the screen, it should
Join-
say breakout room, and you can
Join
just
breakout. Okay. All right, cool. All right, bye.
All right.
All right, bye, Blaine. Nice meeting you. Hope to speak soon.
Absolutely. Same, Debbie.
how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I was trying, like, I noticed in like the first group that we had, like, oh, I forget what her name was, but she thought that I was being biased, and I'm trying my best to do it based off of personality. So I'm trying not to be biased, and yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, oh, Constance just, I guess he's just about to come back in.
Okay.
Oh, here he is.
Sorry.
Hello
I
again,
think-
Constance.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm happy as always. I've just been relaxing, enjoying my night. Hopefully, you liked your gift of that necklace that I got you.
I loved it. It's beautiful.
That's good. I know you've had a lot of time to really go over and enjoy a lot of these dates tonight, but the one thing that you have to understand is that you're probably saving the best for last right now. Because honestly, there's a lot of people, they got a lot of qualifications, they got a lot of amazing facts and features about them. But one thing I think a lot of things that will stand out from me compared to everybody else is my genuity. And I think that you would love somebody who is always super positive, loves to know have a good time. And I just love to bask in the moment of everything. And I would just love to know what more about your hobbies, like what you like to do, and what type of person that you kind of look for in somebody.
Well, I mean, hobbies wise, I enjoy a lot of things. I travel a lot. Well, yeah, no, I travel a lot. I love to try a lot of new restaurants. I play video games. I enjoy bowling, darts, pool, mini golf.
All right.
I enjoy swimming and hiking and a lot of outdoor stuff.
Mhm.
I also I enjoy anime, TV,
Yes.
movies. I'm a big sci-fi, comedy, horror, action adventure fan. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I like to do most things, and I'll try anything once.
Okay, that's
Um,
awesome. Like I share a lot of those similar things. Like I love horror movies. Oh my gosh, I've been watching them since I was younger. I actually used to hate them when I was younger, and I was petrified as fuck. But then I was like, you know what? I'm really gonna fucking enjoy this shit. So now I can sit through a whole motherfucking movie and just be like, bro, like this shit ain't scary at all. I mean, video games. I've always been an MMORPG and a fighting game fanatic. I've always been somebody who has loved Tekken, Street Fighter, Virtua Fighter, Final Fantasy. I'm basically very like well versed in video game knowledge, so I can always stay caught up on that type of shit. I also really like anime. I love thrillers and suspenseful animes, but I've also watched a lot of shit I've watched that super funny ass shit from like Sailor Moon to like some like really like fucked up shit like Attack on Titan, a lot of stuff like that. So I'm definitely a music person. As you know, that you saw in the last one, I can sing. I like to go out for karaoke and really enjoy myself. Part of that is a big thing for me. Yeah, no problem. I don't actually I think since you told me that you like rock music a little bit, like alternative rock, but I can sing like all types of genres of music. And I'm normally an R&B and soul singer, so music is definitely in my heart. I was born in New York, as you can probably tell. I was born in upstate New York, in Oneida County in New Hartford. So that's a little bit farther from where all the other major cities are, but I'm definitely a city kid at heart. I also love restaurants. I mean, I don't look like this for no reason. I'm a two-piece side combo meal with a biscuit. You know, I'm the appetizer. I'm not just an appetizer. I am the whole meal. So, you know, what you see is what you get. So,
I love it.
thank
Um,
you.
let me think. Okay, what's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime is called Yumeneko no Naku Koro ni. It means When the Seagulls Cry. And basically, it is about seeking out the truth and fighting back false narratives. And what happens is that there's this golden witch, Beatrice, long story short, and she tries to like basically use like this like blue truth or red false or whatever against this one guy, and he is like super like super like heroic kind of thing, but like what happens in the first episode basically is that like his whole family gets killed by somebody, but they have to figure out who it is, and he cannot blame witches for it, and it keeps going back and forth in different people's perspectives. It's really cool. It's like Pandora's box, like Devil's Theory and stuff like that. It's really cool. So yeah, I really love that. What's your favorite?
Okay, my favorite's One Piece.
Okay, you know what? Luffy, all right. I could definitely see you being like somebody that loves Luffy and
I do.
One Piece. Yes. Because you know what? That honestly got so popular. That and around that same time, Naruto Shippuden got really popular too.
Naruto's amazing. Naruto's amazing too.
Naruto is my fave. 1010 is one of my favorite characters, even though she is super underrated.
I was about to say, she didn't get much screen time.
She doesn't ever get much screen time, but her story was awesome. And like when they gave her like an extra filler episode to show like why she got like all the shit that she got or whatever, like I consider that girl like my sis queen. So like, you know.
One of the things I thought was funny, I've seen it on the internet like a while back, is the swing from Naruto's backstory gets more screen time than 1010. I was like, oh my goodness.
I know, and that's so sad for real. And honestly, like the more that you watch Naruto Shippuden, the more you realize there's more episode fillers than there are actual episodes of anything going on. So you history of people instead of like the new stuff that's going on.
Oh,
and now the new stuff is just kind of like repeating the same thing kind of, but like I still love it no less. So, but I mean, I also wanted to let you know I am the type of person where, you know, I'm a super very like, you know, confident person as far as like, you know, my personality, who I am. I don't plan to always be the best person, but at the same time, I do feel as though that I love every moment of everything that I'm a part of, no matter how small it is. I enjoy the smallest things. There doesn't have to be a weekend where we have to always go out, or an opportunity where we always have to do something to make a point that we're doing something together. Because as long as we are together, I feel like that's what really matters. And any time together is any fun time in general.
That's really sweet, honestly, and I'd have to agree with that. That's kind of how I resonate. I'm trying to think. Well, yeah. Also, like you mentioned that you go like going out dancing and stuff like that. I love to dance, especially when I'm drinking.
I love to dance and drink. Oh my god, I got a funny story to tell you in a minute because you'll love it.
So hold on, you said you're a city guy. So I've recently been going out to Manhattan and clubbing in the city. Where would you say is your favorite spot?
So for me, I live in northern Kentucky, but I actually grew up in downtown Cincinnati for the majority of my life in Ohio. So I go to this place called the Birdcage. And so it is this really like nice looking club. I'm getting ready to move, but it's a nice looking club. They got a big pole in the middle, and when you walk inside, and then they got this nice bar, and they have a lot of really good ass DJs and shows and stuff like that when they do a lot of music. And that's my favorite place. And another new place that just happened is Bloom OTR. OTR is called Over the Rhine, where we live. And it's a brand new nightclub that just opened up last year during Pride Week. And it's amazing, beautiful music, exquisite stuff. And I absolutely love it. I dance on the pole and everything like that. And, you know, I'm like unexhibited, like I'm uninhibited and ready to go.
I love it. I love it because I'm the same way. I literally went to this 2 weekends ago. I went to a bar called Hush, and it had the same thing. It had a few different poles and stuff, and me and my friends took turns dancing on the poles and fucking.
As you should.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
I love that. I love that because I also like being able to take somebody out of their comfort zone. Also, whenever they seem like they might be a little bit shy or a little bit concerned of how they might process the rest of the night. And I want to show them that I'm going to be there for them, whatever type of, you know, situation that they're feeling, whether anxiety, emotional worry, whatever. Like, I want to make sure that you have a good time in any way that, you know, you can. If you're not feeling something, I want you to do something so that way we can feel it together. So, whatever makes you happy is what's all that matters to me.
I'm the same way though. I always look out for everyone I'm with. I usually end up having to take care of people if things go a little far. But yeah, no.
Awesome. And I'm a good cook too.
So that's gonna wrap up our date. Constance, you can head back to the breakout room.
Okay. Where's the breakout room located at? Because I don't have the option to join.
Actually, I'm gonna close the breakout room, and I think I'm gonna have Blaine make his final decision off the stream, and then I'll have him come, just so he has some time to figure everything out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, hello again, everyone.
Hello.
There.
I gotta go. My ex is here. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Hi, Blaine.
My ex is here.
Okay, so I think this is how we're gonna do it. So Debbie and Constance were picked as the top 2 for this challenge. So Blaine, I'm gonna give you just like a second or two to think about everything that happened on the dates, and then you can decide who you want to pick between the two. I'll give both of them one final chance to sway you. And then what I want to do is I want to get your feedback on how you felt about everyone and how they did and what you thought about them, because we don't know all of your feelings. While me and Jimmy are talking to Blaine, that's going to be your guys' time to discuss for the vote. Okay. So Constance, since you went last, I'll have you go first this time. So give your final pitch to Blaine on why he should pick you.
Okay. So Blaine, obviously, I know that we didn't have much chance to have that much conversation compared to a lot of the other dates that you have with Debbie, but I do want to let you know I am a super genuine person. I'm very outgoing, super optimistic. I love being able to bask in the moments of anything that we could do together regardless. I'm a huge personality and I'm always willing to fight for anything and for anybody. And I feel like that we would have the best motherfucking time together if we went out and had a couple of drinks and definitely enjoyed our club time, while also reminiscing on just how much we love our cities and whatnot. So take an opportunity on something like this, because let me tell you one thing, if you had one appetizer already in your past, you're about to have a whole ass meal. So come on, let's do this together. You know you're going to enjoy it. Let's do it.
That was impressive.
And Debbie.
Okay, so Blaine, it was a pleasure getting to know you. I think you're a cutie and I would love to get to know you more.
Thank you.
So I've been told I have the gift of gab. I love talking to people and meeting new people. I also have a big personality. I'm very friendly and outgoing, and I love to get into deep conversations and understand someone. I'm also very supportive, and really am there for someone through thick and thin when they need someone through ups and downs. I love to have a good time, even though I have 2 kids. I love to still party. I feel like I'm young and I can still hang. And yeah, I love to go out and have a good time. Like I mentioned, I was just at the Jersey Shore. I love to travel and go on vacations and can take you around the world and show you a good time. Love to, try new drinks, try new foods, and just into trying new things and living life to the fullest, living life like you never know when it's going to be your last. So living my best life, and I'd love to live my best life with you.
I love that.
So Blaine, do you have your decision?
I do. So I've decided that Constance.
So that means that congratulations, Constance, you have won the heart of Blaine. You guys have won a one-way ticket to Coco's Paradise, where you guys can go on your own little honeymoon. Just kidding, that's not in the budget. But congrats on winning.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
So I want to thank Blaine again for being our bachelor tonight. So before we're finished, Blaine, me and Jimmy are going to talk with you in the breakout room, and we're going to find out what were your pros and cons about everybody. So Constance, since Blaine picked you as the bachelor of the night, you are safe from expulsion and you will move forward to the top 6. You're also going to have a responsibility. You are going to have to send one person down to the carpet tonight. So this person is automatically going to be up for elimination. You will not participate in the voting. As for the rest of you, you guys are going to use this time to discuss amongst yourselves. When me and Jimmy come back, I need you guys to write down 2 people that you want to send down to the carpet. The 2 people with the most amount of votes will go down to the carpet with whoever Constance picks. Okay, so use that time to strategize. You don't have to lock things in. It's not like I Love Money where you guys have to raise your hand to vote people in. This is all written down. So just use this time to discuss everything, okay?
Can we know who Constance is choosing before we have to strategize?
No. So Blaine, Jimmy, I'm going to open up the breakout room for the 3 of us to discuss.
Constance, who are you choosing?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
It's kind of between a couple of people, and it's kind of just based on like the majority of what I have heard, as well as like my own individual opinion. And when I do choose this person, I'm between 2 people, but when I do choose who I would choose between these 2 people, I want them to understand that it was kind of not just my own individual opinion, but it was also the opinion of what I heard from other people as well. So I just really hope that you guys understand. So I'm going to reveal it very shortly, obviously, but you know, it's just tough decisions have to be made.
I don't have to do it publicly like I'm gonna do mine.
Yeah. So
So do you want to play the bottom?
I did not.
Nice weather today, right? Nice weather,
I
right?
know.
guys?
It was wonderful weather.
Congrats,
Yes.
Constance.
Hey, don't
Congratulations.
talk about the weather. It's hot.
Thanks, Everett.
Hot here.
I appreciate it.
It's hot.
That was good.
So,
Constant, who do you think the bottom 2 should be? Who do you think we should pick?
Honestly, personally, if I'm not the one that's voting, I know that my opinion don't personally matter. I do feel like that the opinions that from what I have heard, you guys, like a lot of you guys have like talked to me like individually and stuff like that. So I like each of you individually. So basically, go about your own ways, like the way that you think, and based upon the opinions that you kind of like told me. Because at this point, I feel like that a lot of us can all agree with each other that we all know kind of what our own individual opinions of each other are, based on self-growth and everything like that. So if whatever you feel like that you have to write down is best, like I'm not going to sit here and say that you're wrong because that's your own thoughts. So like whatever you want to do.
So you're not telling us.
So y'all want to throw out names out there of who y'all want to put at the bottom 2 and why?
what if we all wrote it down and then on the count of 3 we put like one name and
Not
then
the reveal out of the blue.
Oh, look, and I was getting the paper. I was like, yeah, we can do
like
that.
we all write one name down and then on the count of 3 we all reveal and then we can go from there.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do that.
And if y'all argue, I'm gonna hold the first person accountable.
All right.
Well,
Do we
hold
wanna
on.
do
Let me
that?
find a pen.
Do we want to be messy?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got pencil and paper, so I'm gonna just go like this and say the name.
No, Ida, just do it like RuPaul's Drag Race style. Grab a lipstick. You know what I mean? Be like, this is what I'm doing.
This is the lipstick. So,
Oh, okay. I found a pen.
do we all want to do that?
I'm scared.
Or should
Always
we all
shaking
go
your head.
around and say what we think? I mean, I don't know. This is my money, so we don't have to publicly do anything. So
I mean, we don't have to. That's the thing. We don't have to.
I don't care. I'm down for
Y'all
whatever.
got that name down.
All right, I'm writing the name down. I'm writing my name down. Well, not my name, but you know, the name I.
I'll write my name.
I really like Anthony. I hope he don't put me up there. 'Cause I ain't putting him up there.
All right. Okay, everyone do like a this.
Oh, are y'all really about to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Fun.
Well, remember, but before you guys write down any names, don't have to. Wait, do they reveal who you guys voted first?
No, this is
No.
not a vote. This is just discussing.
Oh,
Just discussion. This is just so we could like open the discussion without anyone having to like.
okay.
So is everyone ready?
One.
Hold it up like this. Hold
Oh
it.
no, I'm
just
kind of
gonna
like.
say it. I'm just gonna say it.
All right, say.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Hey, Constance, why don't you like since you're freaking out over there, why don't you just count it down?
Okay.
Wait,
So
is Mark ready? Is Mark ready? Mark, you ready?
All right, Mark, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Cody.
Debbie. I was saying Debbie.
Oh man.
Who's that?
Who's that?
So
I
Debbie
know.
has
Me, Debbie, Ida, and I said myself. So
So,
honestly,
I said myself.
Anthony, you're not going at the bottom, man.
so
I didn't like how I did at the challenge.
so
today,
out
so.
of that, out of Debbie, and Ida, like.
So wait, who said me? You did, Rafi, and who else did? Ida said me.
I did. I
Anthony-
wanted to do Mark and Debbie. That was my two, Mark and Debbie. I'm just gonna say it straight up since Mark said my name. 'Cause I was gonna say his anyways.
I
Mark
knew,
and Debbie.
girl. I knew.
And I feel like I know who. I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, but I say Mark and Debbie. Anthony,
Anthony, you said-
to be on the bottom.
Anthony
You
said
said-
Rafi, why'd you say
Rafi
Debbie?
don't deserve to be on the bottom
get
either.
it.
Rafi, why'd you say Debbie?
I said Debbie because she was talking over me during the group date.
Was I?
Oh,
I don't remember talking. Well, they said it was a free for all. Like jump
No,
in.
Debbie,
I-
that's
okay.
just
All
my
right.
reasoning. That's just my
Okay.
reasoning. It's a note that you've gotten before. And
Okay.
so that's it.
Okay. No, I appreciate you telling me. I don't remember talking over you, but I think we
Though
were
I
all
may-
talking. But okay.
Though I may reconsider my options.
Like, but Debbie, here's the thing, right? You never see when you do it. That's why I was like, you have like diarrhea at the mouth because you never see it. Like you
No,
did
I know
it.
I talk over people sometimes. Yeah. I agree. I definitely do talk over people. That's a problem I have is interrupting. I just didn't realize during the date, but I could see how it was because we were kind of like all trying to get time in as a free for all, like bachelor type of thing, which people do. So, yeah.
I'm interested to. I heard Anthony's reason. Cody, why'd you say yourself?
I just feel like I don't know. People are playing a very strategic game, and I feel like if there's an opportunity to put someone else at the bottom that they think they can get rid of, then it's an opportunity for them to do that. And that's why I said myself is because like I see some very strategic minds here in this chat. And it is what it is.
okay. Can we go on with the second names before he come in?
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to. Let me know when.
We still
let me know
don't
when
have a
y'all
first
have it.
name. We still don't have a first name.
No, I mean we're just vote. It doesn't even have to be a majority, right? It's just we're just voting.
Yeah.
It's like Survivor. We're just
We're
voting.
voting. So
Yeah.
Rafi, you voted for me and Ida voted for me. Who else? I voted for Ida. Who else voted for Ida?
Mark.
Mark did.
Oh, Mark.
And then
And
Anthony,
Ida voted for
Anthony
me.
voted for himself, and then Cody voted for himself.
Okay.
I
mean, it sucks that we have to make the decisions and not them, but
Damn, Cody rolling the blunt without me. That's crazy.
He said it's been a night.
He really rolling without me.
I'm not doing this with y'all guys tonight. I got dressed up in my best. Not the best. It's not the best. It's just Isabella was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going on a blind date. She was like, why are you wearing that?
I like your outfit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I told her I needed to be like somewhat like professional.
All right.
She hated the pants. So she hated the pants. She hated these.
Damn.
Hold on.
Cody kind of thick.
I am.
He kind of thick.
So she hated
in the
these.
waist.
All right.
All right, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. All right.
On the back.
Okay. All right. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. 3, 2, one reveal.
Mark.
Anthony, come on. No,
Not Anthony saying me again.
I-
Cody, the reason I chose you was because
I know Anthony waiting until that real vote.
I'll be honest. Cody, the reason I chose you was because it was a toss-up between you and Anthony because I didn't like the answers of choosing yourself. However, I feel like Anthony's answer of choosing himself was more in line with the game and what it's about, and yours was like more strategic. But I mean, like, if you want to name names of who you think's being strategic, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. I don't see, like, that's the problem, is that you think that I don't mind naming names. I name names and I get like receipts. And so that's the problem. When it comes to strategic, it's always a sense. Like, honestly, number one, I feel like Ida, you're being very strategic. And I love you to death. Yes, girl. Let's keep it 100 and 1,000. Like, let's just do that real quickly. Yeah.
Really, that's crazy because everybody that I talk to say you playing strategic, and I was like, no, he's not. And I'm like on your side. I'm like, damn.
Honey, like, listen up. So whenever I sit back and I listen, number one, Rafi, you're number two, just so you know.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, you can
You're number two. And I've told many people here, you got to watch out for Mark. You got to watch out for Rafi because he's definitely playing that in a strategic like manner. Like,
I don't.
You are. You asked the question, right?
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, you could say why you think I'm strategic. That's what I want to ask.
Yeah. So I'm definitely just gonna lay it out because I'm okay with if I have to go tonight. I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna make sure that everyone knows kind of what I see.
Mhm.
So Ida, number one, from day one, when you realize that this was in Baddies and you can come in here and fight and do what you want to do, all right, you quiet it down. And so as you quiet it down, you sit in the background, and then you basically started to blame everybody else who jumped over you. So Keon was a person who jumped over you, and he would always mark you down. And so you did that. And then whenever you go and talk about how, like, people, you didn't do anything in a challenge, in a sense, you didn't do anything in a challenge because no one talked over you. You didn't do anything in a challenge. The fashion challenge, the Myrtle Beach, you were in Myrtle Beach.
Challenge, I did a lot of talking in there. I was telling Will how to place this. I told him he should have a train. That's the reason why he had that train. I did a lot in that fashion show. So don't go there.
Hey, so I have to go back and rewatch that video because
Please do.
Yeah, I will. And so within the
also.
So I guess I'll go ahead and move on. So I won't talk to Ida because Ida's gonna talk over me at this point. And so we'll go to Rafi. So we'll go to Rafi. Rafi, you definitely have been very quiet. Your voice has been very silent until Keon and Will got eliminated. And then your voice came out. And so your voice came out. You called out Lucy. You made your point known. And I was like, yes, be heard, whatever. But you've become very vocal within the like whatever. And so you can say that like, oh, I have been playing quiet from the start, and then I've opened up and I've just becoming a more vocal person. As I said, this is a journey. Life is a journey. And so we're all on a journey. And so everyone takes a different journey. And so your journey is something different, just like my journey is something different, just like Constance's journey is something different, just like Ida's journey is something different, just like Debbie's journey is something different, just like Mark and Anthony's journey is something different.
Mark, who's the second person you voted, Mark? I didn't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's still my moment. So again, Rafi, as you wanted to know why I voted you to be that, yeah, again, that's why I said you guys are playing very strategic. And there's more people, but like Ida has something else to say. So let Ida go ahead and continue her fucking thought.
I just want to know who was Mark's second person.
My second person was Anthony. Honestly, it was for similar reasons.
So Anthony and Rafi, y'all know y'all got to vote Debbie and Mark. Debbie and Mark.
Why should Anthony vote me and
Because
Mark?
you're the one playing strategic. You're in everybody inbox. You asked me what Reffy do for work when you already asked him what he did for work. So you trying to figure out if I'm working with Reffy or not by asking me that question. So you're
honest, Ida, you told me and someone else, I'm not gonna name the person, that you're a stripper when I asked you what you did for work. So
okay, that's what I
She's
am.
a stripper. She's a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Okay.
And that's what I am.
Okay. I thought you were like,
you don't believe it. I told you, Cody.
I know. I agree with you. Like as soon as you told me, I like, all right, I agree with you 100%.
what?
So,
I didn't believe it because you just sounded
no,
like
not that you didn't believe it. That she, whenever I asked her what she was a stripper, and so she's a stripper, and she told me, and she's not ashamed of it, and I love that.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just that when you're like, I was trying to get to know you, like, oh, what do you do for work? Like, where do you live? And you're like, don't ask me what I do for work. I'm a stripper. And you're laughing.
When I tell you,
she's afraid that you're gonna judge her. She's afraid that you're gonna judge her.
Listen, I've been judged plenty of times. I wasn't judging. I just thought the way you told me was like, kind of like you're making a joke. Like, I'm just going to tell you I'm a stripper, like, just because you didn't like that I was asking you. So I didn't know because we didn't really like talk much. So I didn't know in the context if you were serious or not, because you didn't want me to ask you questions.
Like I will sit here and come in on Ida's defense because I'm not that person. Like I said what I said about you being a strategic person. But Debbie, straight up, Ida's a stripper and she doesn't feel comfortable with sharing that information with certain people. And you're probably one of those people that she thinks will judge her. And it's not okay for her to feel judged. And so she doesn't want to tell you that because she believes that you probably think that you're better than her. I would think that, again, you're better than us. Just like Shelby said, you don't deserve to win the money because you have taken several vacations because you're well off. And so Ida has her own opinions and her own judgments on you. It's like reading a book by its cover because she doesn't know you, but she doesn't know you. And so you can't sit here and be upset that she doesn't want to tell you what she wants to do.
Yeah, I don't think
what she does. But you are. Just like Rappy didn't tell you that he was da-da-da. And then when he did tell you what it was, you compared it to your husband. You're like, oh, my husband's this. Oh, my husband's this.
I'm sorry, Rafi, that because
no, Debbie, I don't know what Cody's talking about. I'm never
like I'm not speaking. I'm saying that if Rafi felt that way, it could be because as he's telling you that he's an English person or that he's a ghostwriter, you were like, oh, you almost like were meeting up with what he was saying.
I didn't take it that. I'm sorry if anyone took it that way. I said, oh, Rafi, you wrote that. My husband's a ghostwriter. He does the same thing. Like,
Rafi never told anybody what he did. Rafi never told anybody what he did.
I'm a sales admin. I've told Debbie this. We've had a conversation about this. I mean, just because I didn't tell you that, Cody, doesn't mean that.
Oh, Rafi, Debbie was asking me if you were in tech.
No,
I asked you if he was in tech because of the whole AI thing, but I don't know where this is coming from, Cody. Like, I thought you and I are good. Now you think I think I'm better than everyone. I don't think I'm better than everyone.
Don't cry, please. Don't cry.
I'm not crying.
Like I'm telling you what other people may think.
Okay, I'm not crying. I'm just I'm talking.
No, I want you to understand what other people may think.
Okay.
Well, Debbie, I don't think you think you're better than everyone else. I just think you talk over people. That's all.
I will be 100%. I will be 100% real with you sometimes, and I've said this to you. We had this conversation before. Like, sometimes I do think like you do. Sometimes you don't realize it, but you do like talk over people and stuff like that. I know you don't mean harm, But at the same time, it's just that after a while, it might annoy different people. But I mean, with me, not so much because you don't really do it to me. But I mean, I can see why other people would feel that way because, you know, where they're coming from. But I definitely don't believe that you act better than other people, unless I just haven't seen something. But I don't know.
I think I'm better than other people. I'm playing this game just like you guys, and I don't like to bring up finances. And I was traveling for work today, but regardless, I don't like to bring up finances. The only reason I brought up the thing about Ida is because I didn't think you were serious, but I'm not judging. I don't judge what anyone does. Everyone in this game has different professions. So yeah.
What's your reason for voting for me?
What?
What's your reasoning for voting me?
I'm voting for, well, because I know like last time they said, and I'm not going to say like you and I don't talk because that's fine, but I just feel like I've been trying to build a relationship with you, and different from like Lucy, she's not here, but I just felt like I just felt like you didn't want to like open up and build a relationship. And I do feel like
I was the last one to message you.
I don't think so. I haven't heard from you in like 2 days.
I was the last one that said something to you.
Well, we talked that last time when you mentioned that you were a stripper, but we haven't spoken in a few days, and since Cheryl got out, and I don't know, I mean, it's getting down to 6 people, so.
Yeah, but I was the last one to message you.
I think what she's trying to say is like she messaged you last time before you guys conversation.
And
Okay.
she didn't say anything.
Hi, everyone. All right, so just to go over how the voting is going to work. So what we're going to do is, you guys have used your discussion time. Your discussion time is over. So I need everyone except for Constance to get your pen and paper, your whiteboard, whatever you're going to use, and get ready to write down 2 names. Before you write down 2 names, Constance, I'm going to have you pick who you're sending down to the bottom automatically. So whoever you pick, they still will be able to vote, but nobody can vote for that person. Once he makes this decision, nobody is allowed to talk. So I'm going to mute everybody's microphone. So
Am I able to give a reason before I get the name real quick or no?
You can give a reason to. And if anyone unmutes their mic, I'm sending you down on the carpet. All right, go ahead, Constance.
Thank you. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with all of you. I already knew exactly what I was gonna do when I came in here. Several people probably already know this because I'm gonna keep it 100. It was between 2 people tonight, and I'm gonna be very blunt. It was between Debbie and Cody. Just because of the fact that I do feel as though that since we were talking about strategy, the majority of the game itself, including my own individual opinions, do believe that both of you are playing strategically. But one person I feel like is playing more strategically than the other person, and I feel like that other person at least deserves one more opportunity. So with that being said, I'm going to send in.
You're going to send in who?
Cody.
All right, so Cody, you've been called down to the carpet. All right, so everyone, I need you to write down 2 names for who's going down to the carpet. The 2 people that receive the most amount of nominations will be sent down to the carpet. When you have your names, you can give it, don't hold it up yet. Oh yeah, we can't see, okay. When you have your names, give me a thumbs up and do not reveal it until I say so. All right, we're just waiting for Mark. All right. So it's time to reveal who everybody voted for. So when I call your name, I want you to reveal who you cast your vote for. We'll start with Debbie.
Okay, so you just want me to name both names right now?
Mm-hmm. And you can give a little reasoning.
Okay, I voted for Ida. And I kind of mentioned the reason before. Do you want me to give the reason now?
Just very quick.
Okay. I just felt like I've been trying to build a relationship with her. I know you mentioned like her homework last time was to try and talk to people more, and her and I haven't really connected. And I do feel like maybe like there's some misjudgments on that part, but I just feel like maybe she's not making an effort to get to know people, and based on the last time's performance as well, because it's getting down to the wire. And then the second name that I wrote down is, this one was hard, but the second name that I wrote down was Rafi, because I do really like Rafi, but I just felt like maybe it's part of me being misunderstood by people. But nothing about me that I'm saying to people or any conversations, even if people have been out of the game, like the one-on-one relationships that I've been trying to build is fake. I've been being real. And I feel like I'm playing this game with all of you. So I don't feel like I do think part of me growing is learning not to talk over people and interrupt, but I don't think that I feel like I'm better than anyone here. So that was brought up as like a judgment. So yeah, so that's, so I do have to pick Rafi as the second.
All right, Rafi, who are the two names that you have selected?
I've selected Anthony and Debbie. Anthony because, well, you guys didn't see it, but during our discussion, we all said out loud who we would put in the bottom. Anthony said he would put himself in, and if he gets in the bottom, he can explain that to y'all. But that's why I put him up, and I put Debbie up because, as she said, I do feel like part of her growing is learning not to talk over people. I want to state that I was not the one to say that she thinks she's better than other people, but I do think that she talks over people, and I think she did that tonight. Whether that's part of the challenge or not, that's whatever, but that's my reasoning for picking Debbie.
Okay, thank you. Anthony.
Okay. All right, so if we're gonna go just by challenges tonight, I went for Ida and I went for myself. With Ida, it's nothing about what happened in the past. I don't want you to think that. The homework that we had to do, I think we did amazing on that. The only reason why I picked her is because she wasn't on camera. The reason why I picked myself is because I thought I did really bad at the challenge. And if we're talking about how people are growing and how people are doing the challenges, I would have to put myself up there because I basically flunked the challenge.
Okay. Cody.
So I put Rafi and Ida. So I can definitely tell you, number one, Ida. I said it during, as Rafi said, off live, in the breakout room. I told everybody kind of why I'm putting them up or why I think they should be put up. And Ida and I, you know what, like, honestly, I definitely tell you true. I think you're playing a strategic game and so on and so forth. And then Rafi, I told you straight up, I feel like whatever. And honestly, Rafi, you wouldn't be here if Constance wasn't like safe. I don't want to deal with Constance anymore. I can tell you straight up from the very beginning that he's very fake. And whenever you roll your eyes, honey, do your thing, boo. I can tell you straight up from the very beginning that he is what he is. And there's no trying to improve someone that is where he is. He speaks very properly and he says all these positive and all these loving things. And it's what it is. But he's not available to nominate. So Rafi, you're there. And then I just don't feel like you're actually doing something to improve yourself. I think that you're doing it for the game. And so for me, I have a whole entire personal growth, and as Ida just pointed out today, oh, Cody, are you in a hotel? Yeah, I'm in a hotel. That's where I am because I'm actually trying to improve myself. So period, point blank, continue on.
All right. Ida, who did you nominate?
I did nominate Debbie and Mark. I nominated Debbie because she's playing a strategy game. And I've been trying to conversate with Debbie. If you look in our chat, I was the last one to say anything. I sent the whole 50-second voice clip and she never responded. So, and her reason was because she did not believe I was a stripper. That's why she stopped talking to me. So her saying that I'm not trying to get to know her, I am. She's not trying to get to know me because she think I'm lying. With Mark, he's friends with everyone. He's playing quiet. You really don't hear from Mark. I'm messaging him, and I believe I was the last one to message him in that chat too. And he's not trying to talk either.
And Mark, who did you vote for?
My votes were for Anthony and Ida. We had kind of like a mock vote in the break room. So everybody said who they were going to vote for already. And my vote stayed the same as it did because it didn't change for any reason. My vote was Anthony only because, again, in the mock vote, he voted for himself. So if you're feeling some type of way about yourself, I feel like that makes sense to put you in if you're asking to be put in. I put Ida because last week she put me up again and I reached out to her and said, hey, is there any bad blood? Is there any problems? What was the reason for you putting me up? And she gave me this XOXO reason and was like, oh no, everything's okay. Everything's great. And then when we have this mock one again, she said my name because we're not conversating. But I don't understand why someone who's being quiet means that I deserve to be sent to the principal's office for being quiet. I didn't know that was a bad thing in school.
Okay.
So those are 2 votes.
All right. Well, you guys have made your decision loud and clear because Constance selected Cody. Cody will be called down to the carpet. Ida, with 4 votes, you did receive the majority by your fellow students, and you will be coming down to the carpet. Anthony, by a vote of 3-2, you also will be coming down to the carpet. Rafi, with 2 votes, you survive. Debbie and Mark, with 1 vote, you guys also survive. So Constance, Debbie, Mark, and Rafi, congratulations. You guys will advance to the next round and the final 6. Great job. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask all 4 of you, Constance, Debbie, Mark, and Rafi, to hop off camera and on mute. Do not, for any reason, come back on camera and take yourself off of mute. If you do so, I'm bringing you down to the carpet. Headmaster Pinks.
Yes.
All right, it is time for us to make our decision. So I'm gonna keep it the same way that I did it last time, just because it was easier. I'm just gonna do this very open forum. So I think you and we can just go back and forth asking them questions. And then when you feel like we should deliberate one-on-one, then we can deliberate one-on-one and make our final decision.
I don't have no questions. My decision is made.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I bet we are.
I think we are too. I do want to hear from them just a little bit.
That's fine.
I do think I know where I'm leaning.
I know one person for sure, and the second person, I'm like, there are things that has nothing to do with anything else in the game. It is just tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I spoke with Blaine.
Yeah.
I ain't really got no questions. And I don't think anything they say is going to sway my decision. But if you would like to hear from them, I'm okay with that.
I do have a couple of things I need to ask. So the first thing I need to ask is Ida. So you had mentioned that when you talked to Debbie that she didn't believe you that you were a stripper. I know that you were in a past time, but so she didn't think that you were being honest with her?
Yes, and she keeps telling people that I'm not trying to get her, I'm not opening up to her because she's trying to get to know me. And I was like, at first I was skeptical. I can't even pronounce it. I'm sorry. To tell her because I knew she wouldn't believe me and she would have another reason to keep putting me up. And so I finally told her, and after that, she just stopped talking to me. She's like, I'm just trying to get to know Ida, and she's playing. I don't believe her. And I'm just like, Debbie, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what else she want me to say.
You were skeptical. She was skeptical.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to use.
Yeah.
Ida, it seems to be kind of a repeating thing where people are saying they haven't really gotten the chance to know you. So exactly. I want to ask you, do you feel like...
Wait, real quick, can I interject? You guys are on mute unless we are talking to you. Do not say anything.
Thank you for catching that. But I was gonna say, Ida, do you feel like because of the first night and because you did have such like a rough first impression with everyone that you just haven't been able to recover and these people haven't given you a shot? Is that what it is, or is there just like still ongoing beef going on with people?
I feel like that's exactly what it is from the first night. They just using me as a fish bait. I guarantee you, if I survive, I'm gonna go again tomorrow night. It's gonna be the same reason. I'm opening up. I'm telling her what I do for work, and I'm trying to talk to her. She has not responded back. I'm talking to Anthony more. He could tell you guys. Constance, we video call. Like I'm opening up. I'm trying. I don't know what else Debbie wants me to do at this point. Like I'm trying hard with her.
Because I will say that when we spoke with Blaine, his critique of you is that he felt like you were talking more about physicality and not so much your personality. That was what his critique was. Do you feel like that's a valid thing?
No. I'm trying to think of what I said, but I don't.
You said to him,
Yeah, I said, because I joked one time. I was like, my fat, like just joking. Because I'm a jokey person. I'm sorry if he took it the wrong way. I was just trying to be funny. And I don't know. I try to be funny on dates. I'm sorry if it went the wrong way.
listen, it's your personality, and not everyone's personalities are going to mesh with each other. I just wanted to ask you those questions. And by the way, Anthony, Cody, you guys don't have you guys can like interject if you feel some type of way. But I'm gonna
No, they cannot. No, they cannot interject if they feel the type of way. No, they can't.
Okay.
No, they can't.
I'm gonna ask Anthony next. Anthony, I need to know, why did you vote for yourself?
So, like you guys always say, it's always about like the challenges and the growth and everything like that. Yes, I'm a good speaker. Like, I can do a debate. I'm a teacher and stuff like that. But today, with the challenge that we had, I fumbled the bag. And that's all I can say on that. And if we're going by that, because I don't know what happened with the other group, and all I can do is see myself and whoever else was there. And I know that I did bad in that. And so that's why I put my name on there. It might be the ticket to cut that, you guys might tell me to go home, but it's something like, you guys taught us to do, be accountable, be honest and everything like that.
To take accountability for when you mess up.
Oh, boy, that's what I was trying to say. Yes, accountability.
It's interesting that you say that, because the critique for you that was given was that you weren't confident in yourself. And I do feel like, Anthony, when I heard that, I did kind of think back to your season a little bit. And I remember those moments where you had this like gut feeling about that 7 Deadly Sins Alliance. And you knew that something was wrong with them, but you didn't have the confidence to, spread your wings and to go over to the other group. So when I heard him say that, it was just really interesting, and it kind of made me reflect a little bit more on maybe something that I didn't see from you that maybe we could have worked on earlier. So now hearing that critique, and he had said that because you had come on with the bear at first and like that one.
Oh yeah, the bear, I was just joking around. It wasn't about the confidence or whatever. But
do you feel like it's a fair critique though?
I wouldn't have said that. I would have just said like, I was just messing up on words and everything. That's all it was. Mm-hmm. But if he says the confidence, hey, that's what
Dylan,
that's
stop
what he
stressing
says.
this shit out. I gotta be at work. Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask one more question of Cody. Cody, why do you think Constance put you down here? Like, we saw that you two were having a little bit of beef. Like, what's the beef between you two?
Feels like I'm being strategic. He feels like me and Debbie are being strategic in our game. that has been a thing. They thought that season 12 was strategic. They thought that season 12 plus Cheryl plus Mark plus Constance, which is funny because I put Lucy in the bottom, but she was season 12. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but I feel like Constance, he's being very strategic. So maybe he's calling me on something that before I can call him on something, but I called him on it tonight. So it's what it is.
All right.
So where we at?
I'm gonna ask each of you one last thing, and I want one word. I don't want an explanation. I just want one word. Who do each of you think we should expel tonight? Ida.
Cody.
Cody.
Ida.
Anthony.
Ida.
Okay. Jimmy, let's head over to the breakout room and let's lock this name in.
I wouldn't expect y'all for this to be long.
I honestly wouldn't mind going home tonight, honestly. So I can stop being the fish bait. Because I'm tired of being you guys fish bait. When I'm actually trying. And Cody, I don't know. I hope you didn't take that the wrong way when I asked were you in a hotel. Cause I like being in hotels. I ain't make it seem like you was homeless or anything. I hope you didn't take it that way.
Ida, what's the movie called?
What movie?
My favorite Disney movie.
My favorite Disney movie, Enchanto.
No, it's not Enchanto. It's not Enchanto. It's not Enchanto. There's no CH in that shit.
I put that thing there.
Isabella, come here and tell her what it's called.
Oh my God, don't have my daughter roasting me.
It's up to roast you.
Encanto.
Encanto. Encanto. Hey, girl. Hey, what's the song that
Surface Pressure?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, you got it. All right. Come on now. Ida, you know I love you. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
no, it's fine. I'm the fish bait. I've been the fish bait this whole game.
Well, hey, Ida, how Jimmy was acting, I don't think you're going.
No, I think I am going this time, and it's
I
funny.
think
I'm going.
I think I'm going because
Anthony, you really did good in the challenge, and they keeping you for that.
Nah.
What challenge?
I mean, I don't know.
I really think you're staying, Anthony. I really think you're staying.
Whatever.
And I'm proud of you.
What I love is that I have Constance who voted me down there at the bottom. Like, Debbie, I didn't know that me and you were being strategic, but it's cool. Like,
they want Debbie at the bottom so bad, but y'all don't want to put Debbie at the bottom.
Debbie almost won. Debbie almost won, so it's cool. Like, y'all can go ahead and keep on doing what you do. Like,
I just can't believe Debbie kept lying. Like, Ida won't open up to me.
You can.
Am I allowed to
Debbie,
talk?
you can talk.
Yes, bitch.
I mean, they told us to stay on silent, but I guess they're in the other room. So, first of all, Ida, I was traveling for work today. I have to look back at my messages, but you and I both didn't talk to each other again after your voice memo. And I apologize that I thought the way.
Reply.
What?
I was waiting for your reply.
Okay. But like then when Cheryl left and we had like the ladies and you stopped talking, I don't know. I just felt like you didn't want to talk to me, kind of like.
Oh, you mean that group, that ladies group that you had saying we need to stick together? That one?
Well, the one that Cheryl made, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hi guys.
Okay.
All right. So Jimmy and I have made our decision. So everybody can come back on camera. So Mark, Rafi.
Hey, good luck, everybody.
All right.
Good luck, y'all.
Be on camera too. We the co-headmasters. Okay, so me and Jimmy discussed between the bottom three, and we did make a decision. So we took into account the lesson, but we also took into account just things that have happened throughout the season. It's really hard because we feel like all three of you have, really excelled at different parts of the game.
No, don't say that. No, I took in consideration the lesson, not what y'all did all season. I didn't.
Well, for my vote, I did think about everything this season. But me and Jimmy talked, and ultimately there was just one thing that came down to our decision we agreed on. So the first person that I'm going to say is safe from elimination and can go back and join the rest of the students is Cody. Cody, you did a great job tonight on the date. You had a rough couple weeks these last two lessons, but I think you really, pulled it through tonight, and there wasn't really a reason to send you home.
Thank you.
Ida and Anthony, it's down to you two. There's reasons to send both of you home. Ida, this is another lesson that you've stumbled on. I feel like you've really excelled when it comes to what this charm school is all about, which is changing yourself for the better. I feel like you've done a really great job at changing how you handle confrontation, changing how you approach people, and I feel like you're still learning. The question is it too little too late? And is this the last time? Anthony, when it came to the lesson tonight, you were actually said to be one of the people that Blame would meet in real life. However, it's kind of difficult for us. You put yourself here, and it just didn't seem like you had as much confidence in your performance tonight as you should have. But ultimately, we did have to make a decision. Anthony, I'm sorry, but you need to hand us your pledge pin. We really hated to do it, Anthony, but tonight you made the decision for us by voting yourself down to the bottom. We said in the beginning you never volunteer, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's no problem.
But no, it's okay. But so Ida, you do live to die another day. Anthony, before you go, I just wanted to say a couple things about you. Give you a proper send off.
And before Anthony goes, I would like to say something as well, but go ahead.
So Anthony, you were one of my favorite people from your original season. I really felt like we didn't get enough time with you. I felt like it was really unfortunate that we didn't get as much time with you. I think you're genuine. I think you're hilarious. Honestly, I felt like you were one of the people that came into the season, no shade, with like the least amount of growth needed, because I do think you're a great person. I think you've handled these challenges pretty well. You did amazing in that debate last round. It's just here and there, you flew under the radar a little bit. And it's just tonight, like, I really feel like in a different scenario, you really could have gone all the way. And you have nothing to be ashamed of. And this is the furthest you've ever made it in one of my shows. And it's nothing but love. And it sucks to send you home. Like, I feel really bad, but that's what we have to do. I'm gonna let Jimmy speak.
All right. Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, don't ever throw yourself under the bus. You basically made my decision for me. You can take responsibility without throwing yourself under the bus. You never. It's a saying from Cat Williams. You take care of your star player. If you have a weak, you have a weak week. But you never throw yourself under the bus. You never vote for yourself. That is never the right thing to do. You always bet on yourself. Always. You let other people do that. I know I'm bad. Accept the fact that you may go home because you did bad, but you never vote for yourself. And that's really the reason why you're going home today.
Mhm.
For the rest of you, Ida, you was on thin ice. I thought we were sending 2 people home today. I was told that we were sending 1. You would have went home if we were sending 2. If it is a challenge that you need to be present for, you cannot not be on camera. For Debbie, Constance, and Rafi, y'all were safe. Y'all lucky that y'all were safe, and y'all are lucky that the person judging y'all likes strong personalities, because the only person that ever asked about this man was Mark. And the challenge was the first date. Y'all were so busy talking about y'allselves that you didn't even catch that. So be mindful of that in the future, because if I would have been the person who went on the first date and what you guys did, y'all would have been the 3 in the bottom. It was cute. I'm not knocking anything that y'all did. It was cute. But y'all really talked about y'allselves, and in that second group, especially, if Mark wouldn't have said, well, what do you like to do? And it wasn't brought up, what do you like to do? You guys would have never brought him up. Y'all just wanted to talk about yourselves. So be mindful of that. Keep that in mind. We got a few more challenges to go. But if I would have had to say, y'all would have been the 3 in the bottom, because all y'all did was talk about yourselves. Think about that. Move forward from that. Anthony, I'm sorry to see you go. But like I said, for me, it was a no-brainer, because if you throw yourself under the bus, that sounds too much like you really don't want to be here. Never, never, never bet against yourself like that again.
All right.
And with that being said, I'm out.
All right, Anthony, do you have any final words before you leave?
Yes, I'm cussing everybody out. No, I'm just joking. I want to start off, Ida. You're a good person, and whatever you want to say about me and stuff like that, you can say it. But I still like you. I don't hate you or nothing like that. Debbie, Mark, Rafi, Constance, Cody, everybody, production. Love you guys. It wasn't me trying to leave the game or nothing like that. It was just me just saying that I had a bad time. I mean, not bad time, just a bad challenge, and no regrets on nothing like that. So, but final 7, I'm 7th place. That's cool. I'm happy about that. You guys have a great time.
Loved getting to know you, Anthony. You're awesome.
It was great reconnecting with you.
Bye, Anthony. It was great.
You too, Anthony.
Well,
Great meeting you, Anthony.
Vegas.
Yes.
Vegas.
And remember, Vanderpump Rules, Team Ariana.
You already know. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right,
good
Anthony,
one.
you may exit the Coco Academy. All right, guys. Well, that's another lesson over. Congrats on making it to the top 6. Isaiah and the rest of production will show your next lesson to you guys sometime tomorrow. So yeah, congrats on making it to the final 6. Big accomplishment. So until next time, good girls may go to heaven, but baddies rule the world. Good night, everybody. Oh, should I play music?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
play the music.
Looks like Ida wants to talk, Dylan.